I wanted to make this video to see if anyone else was struggling with what I'm struggling with. It's pretty serious. I've had about 3 days off of work, my real work, and there's been a problem. I am addicted to The Sims. I just made my desk shake. I am addicted to The Sims. It's actually like making me miserable, but I'm like, I just have to finish building this fucking house. I'm the kind of person who loves like the design aspect of the game, so I will spend hours making The Sims and making sure that all their faces look exactly like the fictional characters that I'm trying to replicate. Making sure that their clothes are all perfect and reflect their personality, and tweaking their traits until I know that they're just right. And then I move them into a house using the motherload cheat, obviously. I'm not gonna actually use that starting salary that Sims gives you, that's like nothing. I'll move them into a house, and I'll basically bulldoze the thing and build it from scratch to make it perfect for that individual family. And make, you know, the bedrooms reflective of each person's personality. The house building is my favorite part. I tweak every little thing. I literally spent more than 3 days making a luxury penthouse. Like, these past few days. That's what I've been doing with my time. That's all I've been doing with my time. It's gotten to the point where I'll play for a while, and then I'll be like, God, I'm so bored of this, and I'll turn it off and I'll stop, and then I'll be like, okay, now what? And then that's when I usually go to the kitchen, make myself some food, and then come back and turn the game back on and play again. And like, I'm really proud of the stuff that I made. Like, I'm gonna show you some stuff that I made because I'm so proud of it. I put it up on the community and it gets like downloads and favorites and all that stuff. But like, it does nothing. It does nothing. There's no physical thing in my real life that it's creating for me. It's literally just wasting my time. Like, I saw on my schedule that I had a few days off, and I was like, oh shit. I'm just gonna sit on my ass and play Sims all day, aren't I? When I was in high school, I played a lot of The Sims 3. We all remember that. And I would do the thing that I think a lot of people do, where you go on a Sims binge for like 3 days, and then you forget about it for like 4 months, and then you go back to it and you binge for 3 days and then you forget about it for 4 months. Yeah. So I did that with The Sims 3, and then like we moved and we got a new computer and I stopped playing it, and then The Sims 4 came out, and that was my undoing. I mean, luckily I haven't spent like that much money on it, because you can buy like expansion packs and you can get all this cool stuff. All I've gotten is the Sim City, which is amazing. I don't regret that at all. And the vintage glamour stuff that I actually just bought today because I'm bad and I wanted to make Captain America. So I don't spend too much money on it, but I do spend a lot of time. A lot of time. And most of the time, I'll make the family and I'll build the house and I'll get everything perfect, and then I won't want to play it anymore. And I'll be like, okay, what house can I build next? When the whole time that I'm building the house, I feel like I'm building it so that, oh, once I finish this house, I'll be able to have so much fun having the Sims go around and live their lives in this house. But then I finish the house and I'm like, okay, now what? This is boring. And I am not like a gamer. I was never the kind of person who would get addicted to playing Call of Halo or whatever. I know it's Call of Duty. I'm just trying to emphasize that I really don't give a shit about like first-person shooters. Okay, so this is really pathetic, but I don't know how to do any like screen capture stuff or anything fancy like that, so this is how I'm going to be showing you guys what I've been doing on Sims. I'm sorry for the shaky camera. Hey Jory, what kind of fancy tripod do you stand your camera up on? That's literally a typewriter. Stick the iPad right there. It's a fucking typewriter. Okay, so those of you who've not bought the city expansion pack, that's what this is. And all these green little things, these little green pips above the buildings, those are families that I've made. And you can see there's a lot, because I make one and then I do nothing with it, and then I make another one and another one. I turned the graphics quality on my Sims all the way up, so now it takes forever and a day to load. So this is what it looks like from the outside. It's got like a tower. And inside of that tower is a swimming pool. One of the rooms is just a swimming pool. So this is the master bedroom. It has working fountains and like rose petals and a piano, which in hindsight looks really weird. And the kitchen, which I really love. This is like my dream kitchen right here. I built this all from scratch. This was just like a blank square concrete when I started. Okay, but that's not even the worst thing that I do on here. There's something that I'm about to show you that took me over a week. It's still not done, actually. I still need to go back and work on it. I've done things on this game like recreating my old houses, like houses that I used to live in. I really like Newcrest because all of it starts out blank. Here is what I worked very, 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 very long on. I did completely recreate Avengers Tower. It's got a bunch of owl slides on the top of it. And I didn't just like make what I think is in Avengers Tower. I took many a screenshot from Age of Ultron and I made an actual replica of what is inside of Avengers Tower. So it's not finished. Like I said, a lot of these upper levels, they aren't furnished yet. But like this is that bar that Black Widow is standing at and she's having that conversation with Hulk. These are the couches that they were all sitting around. This area down here is actually on a different floor. I go down. Ultron comes out and stands right there and gives his whole spiel. There are lights all around the floor because, you know, Stark Tower has, Avengers Tower, whatever, has all those like raised panels that have lights underneath them. And I changed the colors of all the lights so that they're the correct color because some of them are lighting up magenta, some of them are lighting up blue. God, this is so sad and getting sadder. So to anyone else out there who literally just cannot stop fucking playing The Sims, you are not alone. So basically after 3 days of doing nothing but simming, I realized that I'd rather be wasting time on electronics, at least making videos, so I've got something to show for it that isn't entirely insane. What I've realized is that whenever I'm playing video games or something like that, I have fun in the moment, but I never even really remember what I did, like, a couple of hours afterwards. It's not a memory that sticks in your brain. Now, things like... Can you not? Now, things like playing with my dog who just shook in the background and made a bunch of noise, that's the kind of stuff that I remember. Doing like weird shit with my sisters that makes us crack up, that's the kind of thing that I remember. Making inside jokes with my friends or my mom, or even just like weird shit that happens at work that isn't even like fun in the moment because I'm trying to get my work done. That's what I remember and like look back on fondly. I'm not gonna be sitting in a rocking chair when I'm 80 going, oh yes, that time that I remade Avengers Tower on The Sims, that was the highlight of my life. I'm probably not even gonna remember that I did that when I'm that old. And I'm hopefully not gonna talk like that either. I don't know where that voice came from. I'm not a social person. I don't get out a lot. And even when I'm doing things online on Tumblr or Instagram or anything, I'm not even really interacting with people that much. I'm just looking at other strangers' posts and saving them for my own enjoyment, and that I don't remember that either. I don't have those memories in my bank. I have to go through my likes and look at those, and then 10 minutes later I forget about them. So I'm not one for New Year's resolution. But if I did have one for this year, or even if I'm just setting up something that I want as a goal for myself for my future, it would be that I want to be more social, which is difficult for me as an introvert, but I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to talk to people, hopefully people on here. That's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. Because trust me, 80-year-old me would not be proud of how much time I spent on The Sims. 20-year-old me isn't even proud of that. So if anyone wants to join me in this goal, you can feel free to come talk to me, because then at least we'll be helping both of us expand our existence. So here's to making memories that'll last and that we'll be proud of when we're older. Thanks for watching this video. I'll try to put up a new one soon. I know it's been a long time since my last one. And since this is the last night that Barack Obama will be president of the United States, I'm gonna go cry into my pillow for a while and then probably recreate Hogwarts on The Sims. But tomorrow I will be productive.